Hello people, welcome back to Follow That. So we have a new DLC. Let's walk through how it works. You get a call from Maud and then we need to go off to Mazebank to buy one of these new bail offices. Now they vary quite a bit in price. If you get the one right at the top of the map there, it's 1.6 million. It's cheap, but that is a long way to go. You really do not want that one. Even though there are a couple of missions that send you up there, most don't. You don't want to be at Paleto Bay unless you absolutely cannot afford that price to pay for it. Now the most expensive one, as you'd expect, is right in the middle, Vinewood, downtown, 2.6. The others are just over 2 million. So for this one, let's just walk through the options that you need to consider, because there's a couple of little quirks to this, unlike some of the other businesses. So there we go. Now then, style, you can waste 100k sorting out your floor. I prefer that floor. Now the real quirk here is agents. So both of them is 750k. You can just have one or you can have two. What that means is you can send these guys to go and do bounty missions for you. And having both means you get paid 4 times as fast. So e.g. a quarter of a day, one half a day. And when you send them off to missions, they can fill up your safe around 5 or 10k per agent per day into your safe in your office, and the safe will hold 200k. So that's kind of the quirk to it. It's up to you whether it's worth it or not. You'll get your money back eventually, but it's quite a lot of money for it. Maybe when you're flush, that's fine. Gun locker, personal recordings, but it's worth getting the armor plating on the van because that will help you when you get attacked when you are driving back. To the bail office, I think that is worth it. And it's not that much relative to other things in GTA, and you can't unfortunately bring it into your vehicle workshop and install all kinds of extras. So get that one, I think. It's worth it. If you can afford a bail office, you can afford that. Alright, so let's just get into it. Now, there are different types of missions. So once per day, there is the kind of premium mission. So this is, here we go, Cleo song. You see it on the right, reward in red. That is big money. So generally about 3 times as much as the others, a little bit more. You only get one of those per 24 hours. The other 3, they will rotate every hour. So you can do this block of 4 and then keep doing those 3 ones for 35 to 40k when you're doing it. So let's just run through. Basically, they all feel kind of familiar. There's no real dramatically new gameplay as part of this DLC. You wouldn't really expect it, but they're kind of fun. The only real difference here so if you go for the premium one here, Cleo's song, there is a difference here. So you can't use your service vehicles, like if you have the Kasaka's heli, then you could use it. You can also do it with other people on this main mission. The others, there aren't these restrictions. You can join up to 4 players on there. And like I say, you can't use your service cards on this one. So to give an example, generally, they're all pretty similar. You will have to fight your way into the general area, then go inside a building. Obviously, there's more difficulty for the higher premium ones here. So the first one, the first day with Cleo, we have to find her location, fight our way through the guards, and then go and find her inside the studios. And generally, the flavours of these are all pretty similar. So here we go. A few guards, and then I'll cut these right down so I can make sure that I cover everything rather than just running through a whole mission. But anyone who's played GTA for a while knows the deal. But these are some little quirks that I quite like about making sure you don't take out the person. So here we go. Bizarrely, there are 3. 3 of them. You need to find the right one by intimidating them. Now, absolutely crucial, and I'll touch on this later, is you have to make sure you don't take them out. Don't kill them. You have to bring them in. So stun gun is your friend. There we go. So we have stunned her, and now walk up, secure the target into the back of the van, and then on almost all of these you need to escape the baddies who will chase after you. Obviously I've now added armor to the back of my van, so all of those hits you'll probably survive. There we go. Drive it back. Done. Secured. We have done the big one for today. We have to wait until tomorrow to do the next high premium target, but we could still do the others. Those smaller missions are generally quicker and easier and less stages. Now, something to note, you don't need to be driving that van. You can ignore the van. In fact, you can get any vehicle, even on the premium mission, any vehicle that your mechanic will deliver you, you can use that. You just can't use service missions on vehicles on the main mission. But this is one of the other, so 35 to 40k missions. And here, you're supposed to find Markel Green. There are different flavours of this, and his name changes, but essentially this is one of the styles of mission. And if you use a vehicle with auto-targeting, like my Sparrow Heli, or this, the Vigilante, then you could just lock onto them. You don't have to waste time going around that yellow circle to find them. Now, absolutely crucial here, even though I've got auto-targeting, there's my guy. There's my guy. You get a little arrow above them. See that arrow? I just have to be careful I don't take him out, or that'll ruin my bounty. I'll just give him a gentle tap out of the way so I can take out his friend with the car. Oh dear. Happy days. I have to admit, I have made quite a few... just knock him into the flames. I have to admit, I have made quite a few mistakes with this already in terms of taking out the target too early. And unfortunately, what that means is your payout gets quartered. So particularly something like this, it's only 38k to start with. So you're only going to get 10k for quite a bit of work, which isn't great. I mean, the payouts are not great to start with. Another, probably the version I like best out of these little smaller missions, is the one where you go around just destroying stuff. And again, there's echoes of the contract where you head to the mansion. But this is quite fun to go around destroying the stuff and taking out the guards. I kind of like it. I've quite enjoyed doing this one. And so there we go. Now with this, just small note is you have to find this set of cutters, which are always on this style of table somewhere at the mansion. So the mansion location changes. I think there are 3 different variants, but it's all the same deal. So then we have it here, and here she has surrendered when they go into this pose. Just have to be careful not to take India Wood out, or whichever named variant it is. Otherwise, this happens. See, bottom right, it's under 10k, and then off we go to the morgue. Oh dear. And you cue this cutscene. There we are. Oh dear. So that's one of our Duggans. Look at that. Souvenirs, the dead centre of San Andreas, which is great. Classic Rockstar punning. Even with a morgue, they're prepared to make a stupid pun. So you've just got to be careful. That's why the stun gun is the best option with this. So I've quite enjoyed this. It's nice to have something different to do. There are much better businesses going to make you more money, but definitely that daily big bonus is one I'll be doing. So let me know what you think, and I'll speak to you soon.